Sleep on the floor with a kill tech. Got a bag I can't bag yet because it's still wet. Reaper man, I pay him a visit, ain't paid his bills yet. Brain hemorrhage, blunt force trauma, I make him feel that. I rap and seal that. Send out the bricks that had the Nike swoop stamps. I'm just doing it for the camp. Niggas sold him to the plug, now he shopping behind my back. One thing about that bitch Karma, she coming back. If you trapping, keep a strap close. Nowadays the shit became a trend and snake your homies out, cause everybody back though, but everybody black though. I let the fiends catch a beam, used to vomit off the secondhand crack smoke. Nigga got that PTSD from testing the key. Guns numb, hope I didn't purchase work from the FEDs. Cause every time I see the judge, it's like a scary movie. Fuck the court, real nigga can't do no jury duty. Internet done alter the shit through a different game now. I don't rap about dead ops, I let his name die. Shame how they blackball Kane, they scratch my name out. I pushed it longer than I expected to get my name hot. They wanna take me out this game like Shikari, Black Illuminati. Touch big rabbit, streets need a body. I got all of them leeches away from around me. You ain't rich enough to get me hit, pussy, go up the bounty. Spit some cheese, bitch. Chopper scene, bitch. Blew him up, had him hugging them EMTs, bitch. Turn the witness to Stevie Wonder, ho, you ain't seen shit. Youngers on the Mando slide, this shit routine, bitch. Delta 88 with a cool knot in my tube socks. Now I push the goons through the boondocks and the coon tops. Penthouse in the city, my bops giving me rooftop. Told him free my nigga G, we the hoe, let the whoops out. You feel my energy, they gon' remember me. Ain't never had a friend like me, your enemy, my enemy. Lambo crashed the whip and got placed in both shoulders. If he didn't live through that accident, this shit could've been over, yeah. They wanna take me out this game like Shikari, Black Illuminati, Afghan doggy, straight off the poppy. I ain't trust him at the dust, I'm like Christopher Maltasani. And it hurt my heart to hurt you, but niggas, streets need a body, yeah. I don't house these hoes, bitch, get a hobby. She ain't working and you ain't got a wifey, you got a Tommy. Yeah. I got all of them leeches away from around me. Bulletproof to Escalade, I got iron like Robert Downey, nigga. Yeah.
Triple S exercise.
Okay.
Kiss. That's what we do, nigga. I don't do the chrome.
We about to get it
I just
started,
do the
y'all.
home art. You can catch a headshot or you can catch a dome dart. Go ahead and put the kids to sleep. This the grown part. But we knew what Billboard was. We had our own charge. Strapped and they pull a car over. You take your own charge. I ain't never worked for nobody. I sold my own heart. Smoke a fat one in the back, right in my own yard. Playing dominoes with my man. He in the boneyard. Now I can pay for the jet right on my own card. Niggas trying to go man on me.
Good morning to all you niggas. Good morning to everybody else that's popping out in here this morning. Good motherfucking morning to y'all. Everybody blessed, highly flavored. You know, we always start off with a little bit of music before I come into here. I'm doing a little different today. I'm going live from OBS. Hey, yes, I am drinking this early in the morning. I'm on vacation. I deserve to take a drink.
Around money, but they are not friends until you fall back from them. That's where the plot ends. I've been repping the apple since it was rotten. When you are golden, you can never be forgotten. They gotta ram it, you don't never let the cops in. I can have your funeral in the top 10. A lot of niggas are nice, but they are not him. There's really nothing that you can do to stop him. Call him the God MC, just like Rock him. And he done took some L's, but yeah, he got
sweet.
wins.
That's a little bit too motherfucking sweet right there.
Motherfucker.
Y'all know what time it is. Good morning to you niggas. It's your boy Luxury, most expensive nigga rolling, aka DJ Easy Dick to your bitch, BKA Mr. Shoving Wood, whatever is motherfucking good. You know what I mean? And I'm back at it again on a Monday morning. What's good with you niggas? You feel what I'm saying? Let me get y'all up on the early side. You feel what I'm saying? What's good with y'all niggas? You know? I want to talk about this though, man. Y'all see the motherfucking title to this shit. What happened to corny cuz? What happened to that corny nigga? Y'all used to say that was a lame in high school. You know the nigga that ain't have all the Jordans. You know what I mean? The nigga that wasn't in the streets so per se. You get what I'm saying? That nigga that didn't really smoke. We just a square ass nigga. What happened to that nigga? You get what I'm saying? Because you can't help but wonder what happened to the niggas that y'all thought was the man in fucking high school. You get what I'm saying? Let me say that one more time. What happened to that nigga that all of y'all hoes and y'all niggas thought was the man in high school? Where's that nigga at this present day and time? You feel what I'm saying? Or even the females that y'all thought was the shit back in the day in high school. Where them bitches at now? You get what I'm saying? Because I look around. You get what I'm saying? This is what I'm removed from high school well over almost 20 years I've been out of high school. You feel what I'm saying? Almost 20 years I've been out of high school. You feel me? And you can't help but wonder what happened to that nigga And that female that everybody thought was the man, and she was the bitch back in the day. You feel what I'm saying? What happened to them? You know what I mean? I could tell y'all what happened to them. Life happened to them. See, a lot of y'all didn't realize, man, and I want to say this, man, because like I'm not saying this to like talk shit about nobody or ride nobody. A lot of y'all ain't realized how spoiled that certain people really fucking were. Some people were so spoiled, and to the point to where when it was time to get off on their own, they wasn't able to survive, man. Those was the ones whose parents ran, they kept them fresh. Like, they had an image to maintain, and as they became adults, they couldn't maintain that image. Do you think that was because of all of the wrong shit being taught at home? Or do you think it was just a simple case of niggas just ain't have it in them? It seemed like they did back in the day. You feel what I'm saying? But like literally, how do you view the person that you thought was the shit back in the day in high school? Have you seen them this late off in life? You get what I'm saying? What about them niggas that used to shit on niggas and shit? You feel what I'm saying? Because niggas ain't, you know what I mean? Parents wasn't as fortunate as they parents was. Because we could sit here and talk all the shit we want to. Oh, these niggas was hustling. They was in the street. A lot of niggas wasn't in the street. A lot of niggas weren't really making money hustling back in the day. And now that I sit back here and think about it, it was a select few of niggas that was making money when they was hustling back in the day. You feel what I'm saying? This shit that you be seeing going on, like it's all an illusion and a facade. Like, when we was in high school, think about this. Niggas would be flexing the money that their parents gave them to give them for some fucking shoes. You feel what I'm saying? They would be flexing a little bit of money that they made off selling weed, because I know I used to sell weed back in the day when I was in high school. I know I really ain't made more that much money off of that shit. I smoked more than I made off of it. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I made money. Don't misunderstand me. But it was more of, I knew my parents was going to give me some money. I had somewhere to go. I didn't have no bills. I didn't have no responsibility. I didn't have no adult shit whatsoever going on in my life. If you understand what I'm saying. And back then, a lot of dudes went in those predicaments to where they had to take care of their family. A lot of them went in those predicaments to where they had children that they had to take care of. And this is the thing that I be saying about how people get caught up in an illusion. And at a very young age, I see a lot of y'all young ladies missed out on good dudes. Vice versa, a lot of dudes missed out on a lot of good young ladies, man, because of a perception that was carried back then, or because you didn't want to talk to this person. Like, it is weird the way society is set up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's the haves and the have-nots, even on a low level like that, far as like high school and shit. And I wanted to talk about this because we can learn something from this. I just seen a clip with Michael B. Jordan. You feel what I'm saying? Seen a girl that he went to high school with. And one thing about niggas don't forget the type of sleazy shit that you hoes say back in the day. Niggas don't forget the type of bitch ass shit that you niggas do back in the day. We may forgive, but we never forget that shit. And in a lot of ways, some people be waiting on the opportunity. You feel what I'm saying? To just like get back. No matter if it's some petty ass shit far as like shitting on you. But I feel like Michael B. Jordan handled this situation like very, very well, because like he was the corny kid in school. What happened? Now he's one of the most successful men in the film industry. And I think this chick had this coming. She knew back then that she called him corny. She knew back then that she talked shit to him. And now here it is. You're on the red carpet. Just think about this, the positions, how they change. You're on the red carpet trying to get an interview and ask somebody questions. This dude is the director, producer, actor, all of this shit in this film that you're on the red carpet for. See how those roles change? And this is why I always say, man, you treat the low man on the totem pole. You treat the low man on the totem pole the same way that you treat the high man on the totem pole. Because you never know when you go back down, and on your way back up, you got to pay attention, man, because like you could have shitted on some people on the way up that pole instead of treating them the right fucking way. And I always tell niggas, treat people the way you want to be treated, because later on in life, you never know what type of position that person would be in. The roles may reverse to where he's in a higher position than you. But if you treated him the right way, it would have been way more respect than this. I'm going to play the little clip over here so we can check it out. But it was the funniest shit that I ever seen, though, man. Like, check this out, though. This was real. This was real live. This is what you like to call, like, get back in full effect. Hold on, y'all. Let's go over to the screen. Let me go ahead and play this for y'all real quick.
Got Michael B. Jordan,
Look at
the
this shit.
director and the star of Creed 3. And, you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No.
Right.
I did not say that.
Right. The corny kid, right? You see the way he looked at her though? He say the corny kid, right? She say, we go way back. She was trying to play that card. Oh, we go way back. You was my nigga. You know how motherfuckers try to play that card. Like, it'd be a nigga that you would see now that you knew you didn't fuck with back in the day and shit that, oh, my nigga, what's up? And blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, man, I say what's up, but I kind of like brush the shit off. You know what I mean? And I would, let's get it, not get it twisted. I wasn't corny because of high school at all. But I'm just speaking up for the niggas. I never treated people fucked up just because they was in a different position than I was in. You feel what I'm saying? But shit like this, I have seen this happen so fucking much. I have seen bitch ass niggas walk up to me knowing that I don't fuck with them. Oh, what's up, my nigga? And blah, 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 blah. And you was a fucking dickhead in high school and I didn't fuck with you all like that. Like real shit. Sometimes I let it be known. Like, nigga, I don't fuck with you all like that, but what's up? You feel what I'm saying? We grown now, so I let a lot of things go. You feel what I'm saying? And as an adult, I don't really like hold on to things that happened in my past. You feel what I'm saying? Once again, I was not a nigga that got picked on. I was not a nigga, you know what I mean, that was corny cuz by any means necessary. But I've seen a lot of this happen, and I think it's the most hilarious thing, and we all can learn a lesson from it. Men and women can learn a lesson from this about how to treat people. But look at this. Look how he looking at her. He ain't forgot that shit.
Misquoted for sure.
Misquoted.
No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name, but yeah, he is obviously killing things out here. Isn't this the sexiest man show off right here? Who's the sexiest man? Because now who's the sexiest man? Because I thought you said you're on the way up. He might be the one right now.
This is the one. This is the one right here. Yeah. See that?
So is it a tie?
Ain't no tie. We don't compete. Yeah, we don't compete.
Two number ones. Batman and Batman, or should I?
Look, now she kissing his ass and shit.
Superman and Superman.
Like this is just embarrassing. Like I wonder how did she feel being in that position? You feel what I mean? After knowing that you used to ride this nigga so fucking bad back in the day. I want to hear people opinions and comments about this, man. What do you think about corny cuz in high school? Cause I swear a lot of y'all females shitted on niggas that was corny cuz back then. They 6-figure niggas right now. You know what I mean? They laughing. They was that nigga back in the day in they mind, but you couldn't proceed to see it. You feel me? Because we all get caught up on external shit. We get caught up on material things. And you got to understand, we in high school, your parents is supplying that shit. You give a fuck who you are. It's an exception of people that actually go out to work. It's an exception of people whose parents is not as fortunate. You feel what I mean? And they want to look nice or whatever, so they go by any means necessary to go do it. It's always an exception. But a lot of y'all shitted on good brothers and good sisters just because they wasn't it in high school. High school is the begin. It's not even the beginning of life. Like when you're in high school, you haven't even experienced life things. You haven't even like developed as a person. Like a lot of y'all don't even look the same that y'all look the same way that y'all look back in high school. A lot of y'all have developed into beautiful young women. A lot of y'all have developed into, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say that about the fellas, you feel what I'm saying? But a lot of people have developed over time. There's some people who look good as fuck back in high school that look a hot mess right now when you go check them out. I'm not going to say no names. I'm not going to get into it because I'm one of those people to where I like to see everybody doing good. I like to see everybody in good health, and I like to see everybody in good spirits. But yeah, the girls that used to have the fat asses back in the day, they bigger than a goddamn house now. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that happen throughout time and changes things. And that's why I say at a young age, a lot of y'all parents ain't teach y'all about treating people the right way. You know what I mean? Because you never know what life throw at you. You know what I mean? We have lost some people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you never know what life throws at you, and you should treat people a certain way because you never know. You know what I mean? The person you could have shitted on back in the day, when you go into a job, they may be the one interviewing you now. Because that person, they wasn't in the hallways cutting class. You get what I'm saying? They wasn't outside in the bus stops smoking weed. Niggas know what I'm talking about too. They wasn't out there doing it. They had their backpack on. Those are the motherfuckers that was doing their homework. They was getting straight A's. They was going to class. They understood what school was for and what school was and what high school would take them to if they completed it. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of those dudes that did that back in the day, they in a better position than I am. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm doing well for myself. But a lot of those dudes, like I say, and I'm fortunate enough to whereas I didn't shit on a lot of those dudes. I didn't talk shit. I didn't pick on them. I didn't bully on them. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't, you know what I mean, make them feel less than because they weren't niggas on the block. You feel me? Like, that's another thing that I always want to discuss. We kind of like embrace the wrong type of culture. Back in my time, and I sound like an old man saying that, it wasn't like that bad though. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas was on their bullshit, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of shit that I see going on now can be ended with a conversation or a nigga just simply shooting a fair one. But see, niggas be too embarrassed to shoot a fair one now. But let's not go off topic though. Talk about shooting fair ones and all of that other shit. I just want to talk about the corny cousins or the people that y'all labeled corny in high school are some of the dopest people right now. And I would love to see where those people that labeled them as corny is in life now. Well, I see a lot of them. You feel what I'm saying? And I really don't say nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I don't put people business out there. It's not up to me to say who's doing bad and who's doing good because I really don't know. Like, I just go off what I see and when I see you in person. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, man, a lot of people played themselves out of good people back in played themselves out of having good people in their life back in high school. Real shit. They really did. And this stream is sponsored by Hennessy. You get what I'm saying? And Secret Death is the strand that I'm smoking on this morning. If y'all wondering though, but I can't help but laugh at some of this shit now when I go back and look at it. You feel what I'm saying? Even with the females and shit. Some of y'all that was fucking with them older niggas back in the day, you feel what I'm saying? Some of y'all was saying that niggas ain't have enough this, that, and the third. Those the ones that got all these damn kids running around here now. Those the ones that's a pick-me now. That's what we like to call them, a pick-me. Come get me. Think about this. How many of y'all niggas, right? Back in the day, you really wasn't too popular. But you was all right. You know what I mean? Everybody got along with you. You feel what I'm saying? You wasn't a fucking weirdo. You know what I mean? How many females that hopped in y'all inbox from back in the day talking about some, I used to like you, but I ain't fuck with you because of this, that, and the third. I was childish. I was this, that, and the third. You know what you should do? Exactly what Michael B. Jordan did. Just say, yeah, the corny nigga, you like that nigga now? Like, damn, what changed? You feel what I'm saying? What changed? What's going on with you? Why you feel this way all of a sudden now? You got to start asking those questions, man. But, yeah, man, let's talk about that, though, man. Anybody that's tapping in, man, just please leave a comment, you know what I mean? Share, like, whatever. Tell me what y'all think about that shit. The corny cuz in high school, man. The corny cuz in high school. Where is that nigga at now? Because a lot of them niggas that I know that was corny cousins in high school, they got their shit together. Now, let's be realistic. It is some corny ass niggas and corny ass bitches that still corny as fuck to this day. You feel what I mean? It ain't got shit fucking going on. But I'm talking about the niggas who was focused back then. The niggas who went against the grain. The niggas that went on the block. The niggas that chose to keep going to the gym. The niggas that chose to do those programs that they had in school as far as like OWA, like going to work afterwards in school. The niggas that chose to walk the right fucking path that people thought was corny because they didn't indulge in the bullshit, in the garbage, because I'm gonna call it garbage because a lot of us indulged in garbage back in the day. A lot of us got caught up in that cycle. A lot of us caught felonies behind getting caught up in that cycle at a very, very young age of being caught up in garbage instead of being caught up in doing the right shit. And you know, as anybody know, I'm from Lakeshore. You get what I'm saying? I don't deny that shit. I'm from Lakeshore, but I have to also say this about, like, you know, my Lakeshore niggas. You feel what I'm saying? And not everybody was in the same position, but think about your parents had to have a little bit of something to stay on Lakeshore back in the day. I'm talking about the late 90s, early 2000s. You had to have a little bit of money to stay over there. And a lot of us was way, way more fortunate than a lot of people, man. And I don't think we seem to realize that. And a lot of us, we put ourselves in positions that we never needed to put ourselves into. This is real conversation. This is real talk. And I'm going to keep it real. A lot of us put ourselves in positions that we didn't need to put ourselves into. Our parents had already put us in positions to where all we needed to do was take our black asses to school and make something out of ourselves. We was well taken care of. We kept shoes. You know what I mean? We stayed dressing nice. You know what I mean? We niggas stayed with females and shit, and that's part of the reason why. But we were put into a position to where all we had to do was take our asses to school, learn something, even though you don't learn everything in school. Let's be realistic about that. All we had to do was take our asses to school, learn something and make something out of ourselves. Our parents had already did all the rest of the work. And I know a lot of y'all may not agree with me when I say that. Now, I don't give a damn, but just think about the position that we was in. We stayed around the corner from the fucking beach. The lake was right there. I know some niggas who ain't never seen a beach before. Real talk. In the city. Never seen a fucking beach before. We stayed around the corner from the beach. There's private streets right around the corners from where we stayed at. It was all type of businesses over there. But of course, as niggas, we ain't do nothing but destroy that shit. We saw the opportunity and what was going on. I ain't gonna give all the sauce about what was going on and how niggas was making so much money back over there back in the day. Just do your geography. The freeway is right there. You get off right on the freeway. You're right there on 156. You're right back on the freeway going back to the suburbs. That's how niggas used to make money back in the day. But was that really worth it? You know what I mean? Was it really worth it? Because I see a lot of dudes, you know what I mean, who was hustling back in the day, had their shit together. They ain't really got it together. There's some of them that's still afloat, you feel what I'm saying? But they really ain't got it together. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like it was a big mistake for y'all to shit on the corny cousins. Especially the ladies. Especially the ladies. Y'all missed out on good husbands because of that shit. Good husbands, good niggas that would have actually took care of you. But see, now you want to have all these fucking kids and have all this excess baggage, and you want to come around and you expect a nigga to pick up the slack that your baby father is not picking up. It doesn't work like that. Like, that's why y'all see now a lot of days that people are actually saying, like, I don't date chicks that got kids. I don't. And y'all can't be mad. I saw a video the other day where a dude was talking about something like, man, y'all ain't men for real. Y'all ain't try to be father figures towards these kids. Why should a man have to do the job of another man? Especially when it's not necessary. You know what I mean? Why did she choose to lay down with niggas and have kids, and then all of a sudden she want another nigga to take on the responsibility of all of these fucking kids? And that's what goes on a lot. It is some parents, it is some women out here, rather, you feel what I'm saying, who don't need a nigga to help them with their kids. They gonna do what they gonna do. But in the same sense, a lot of dudes who don't have kids, they don't want to deal with that shit. They don't want to deal with that shit, bro. Like, why should I have to deal with somebody else? You know what I mean? All this other shit. That's why niggas is looking for females who ain't got kids. But you know how rare it is to find a female? I was lucky to find a female that ain't have no kids. And me and her start some kids together. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference. You feel what I mean? And a lot of dudes ain't willing to put up with the extra bullshit and baggage that people bring into the situation. But back to far as corny cuz. You know what I mean? Y'all shitting on corny cuz. Now later on in life, you like that nigga? Let me light this up real quick. Now later on in life, y'all like corny cuz. Why y'all like corny cuz later off in life now? Because corny cuz got his shit together. Corny cuz got that 800 credit score. Corny cuz got that new whip he pulling up in. Corny cuz got that he making 75 to 100K a year. That's why y'all want to fuck with corny cuz now. But back in high school, he wasn't shit. That's why I say you never judge a book by its cover or by its beginning. High school is the beginning. A lot of y'all judge people by their cover and their beginnings. A lot of y'all judge people who was getting taken care of by their parents back in the day. In high school, a lot of niggas was getting taken care of by their fucking parents. I don't give a damn what you talking about. That's why I say, what happened to corny cuz? The nigga that y'all shitted on. The nigga that y'all said wasn't shit. He wasn't getting no money. He ain't getting no money. Y'all remember that shit? He ain't getting no money for real, for real. That nigga ain't this nigga ain't that. Like, come on. Now look at you. It's like this, man. Where you find corny cuz at? I always say this.
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. The fuck happened to you?
Like, damn. The fuck happened to you? Especially when I be seeing these niggas, man. I swear to God, I used to see niggas who used to be up bands on you in high school and shit. See these niggas now, you be like, man, I saw a nigga working a pizza spot. You know what I'm saying? A job is a job. You feel what I'm saying? But I know for a fact how this nigga used to shit on people. Like, cause I used to be fucking with niggas. I used to gamble with niggas and do all of that shit back in the day. But I know for a fact how this nigga used to shit on niggas and shit, bro. And I see this nigga, man. Oh, man. I see this nigga, man. He come from the back, and when he seen me, he was shocked. He like, yo, what's up? Like, what's up? Like, what's up, my nigga? What's going on, man? Like, let me get 3 of them hot readies real quick. Let me get 3 of those hot and readies real quick. And you should have saw his face when he said that. And it was just like, man, wow. I wanted to say, bro, like, it's good to see you. You know what I'm saying, man? Because, like, me personally, I don't care if you got a job at Pizza Hut, McDonald's, or whatever, you feel what I mean? Long as you got something, you being constructive and being productive in life, I don't judge that shit. But in this certain case, I just found it kind of funny and ironic that this brother was in this position and I actually hear him talk shit back in the day. Nigga, I'd never be working at McDonald's, or this nigga is working in a pizza spot. I ain't gonna say what pizza spot, but he was working in a pizza spot. And it was hilarious, man. It was like literally hilarious. Or when I see some of these niggas out and about, like, you know, Facebook and Instagram gives people a perception of people that is not reality. I'm going to say it again. It gives perception of people that is not reality, because a lot of y'all take pictures at y'all best moments. A lot of y'all take pictures when y'all on vacations. A lot of y'all take pictures, you get what I'm saying, that be from years ago that y'all still got up there. You feel what I'm saying? So like when a person tends to see y'all in person, it's not the same that you see. And trust me, it's a couple people that I didn't seen on here. You get what I'm saying? Especially on Facebook. I run into them, they won't even know who the fuck I am, because like I just be niggas, whoever know me, when I'm out and about, I got my Nike joggers on, I got my hood on. I'm low key. You feel what I'm saying? Like you have to really look at me to notice me, and like I ain't nothing but 6 foot tall, so I ain't that big of a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So people, you have to really notice me to see me, but I see a lot of people and shit though, and I just sit back. Like, damn, like it can't be this serious. Like, why do people front so much like that? You feel what I'm saying? These same people that used to be the shit back in the day, quote unquote, these people ain't shit no more. They ain't. They normal people just like me and you. But I just think about the mindset, and I think about the mentality that black folks, I'm going to say again, and what we got, what's cool and what's not cool. Why do we equate a guy being on the block hustling, doing this, into cool? You get what I'm saying? Why do we equate nowadays a nigga going to slide on somebody cool? Why didn't we never equate, let's go to class? Yo, let's get this little homework group started so we can all get better grades. You feel what I'm saying? Let's do this, man. Instead of cutting and smoking, you know what I mean? How about we don't do this? How about we just go to class, you know what I mean? And we'll smoke after school. We're going to smoke if that's what you chose to do. Why can't we get together and make the right shit be cool that's going to help us be successful in life? Because, like, I don't see this in any other culture. I don't see Chinese people shaming other Chinese people because they don't got the newest Jordans on. I don't see other Pakistani people judging their own people or talking shit about them because they don't have a level of status. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't see a lot of that shit going on. So I'm predominantly talking about my people because that's my personal experience, even though, like, in my school, it probably was like 2 white people that went to school there. So that's why I can't really, like, touch on them. And I don't know what goes on in their school, but I know what the fuck went on in my school. And what happened with the corny cousins. A lot of the niggas that y'all think is corny now is the niggas that's doing their motherfucking thing. Shout outs to you niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Shout outs to y'all niggas, man. And I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take a shot to that this morning too. Shout outs to you niggas, man. For real, for real. All the ones that they tried to say y'all was corny, y'all was lame. They really ain't see y'all vision back then. Y'all niggas the shit right now. I'm gonna give it to y'all. Y'all niggas doing a lot better than a lot of these niggas out here that was on the block, that was hustling, that try to down you for doing the right fucking thing, my nigga. You're doing better than a lot of them niggas. Shouts out to you niggas. I will take a shot at 9:41 in the morning for you niggas real quick. This really ain't a shot. Some hen that I mixed with some Angry Orchard, but it's some strong shit. You feel what I mean? Good morning. Good morning to everybody that's tapping in, but shouts out to them niggas. You feel what I'm saying? That got their shit together right now. I fucks with y'all niggas. There's a couple of y'all on here, you feel what I'm saying, where niggas used to try to play y'all back in the day, and I see y'all doing y'all thing, and I can have a greater level of appreciation for that shit. And I hope everybody else have a greater level of appreciation for that shit, you know what I mean? Because I love to see young brothers successful, especially the ones that niggas counted out, especially the ones that niggas thought wasn't this and wasn't that because they wasn't indulging in some of the garbage that we used to indulge in. Shouts out to y'all niggas. Y'all the shit, my nigga. One time for y'all. On the early shot. Dre. What's going on with it, Dre? But am I speaking facts though? Like for real, I'm speaking facts. The corny cuz that niggas used to shit on is the niggas that's doing their motherfucking thing right now. You feel what I'm saying? They doing their motherfucking thing right now. And you can't deny it. You can't hate on them niggas. You can't do none of that shit. I'm just talking about how these niggas, you know what I mean, made it seem like these niggas weren't cool because they chose to go to class. Because they didn't choose to cut and smoke weed and be stupid. You know what I mean? These niggas that chose to go to school, get their diploma, go on to college and do greater fucking things, bro. Those was the niggas that was labeled corny. And I said this, I started off the show saying this, what happened to the nigga that y'all thought was the man in fucking high school? What happened to that nigga? I can tell you.
Homie, the fuck happened to you?
The fuck happened to that nigga? You feel what I'm saying? I can tell you what happened to the nigga. He working at pizza joints. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's barely above water. You feel what I'm saying? And no disrespect to niggas that work at pizza joints. No disrespect to niggas that work at fast food joints. No disrespect to y'all because the job is a motherfucking job. But I always say be careful how you treat people on the way up. Because on the way down, those same people gonna be there. Or it may be the roles be reversed. They be on the top, you on your way up, and you got to see them when you get there. And that's good, bro. That's good, bro. And I applaud that nigga. I applaud that nigga because you know what? He was a nigga that stayed out the way. He was a nigga that didn't choose to participate in the garbage that we thought was cool or that made us cool back in the day. And now that I'm an adult and I look back on a lot of that shit, I don't know if you was here in the beginning of the conversation. I just want to emphasize this. And I hope some of my brothers is sitting in here listening, some of my Lakeshore family or whatever. Think about what it took for us to stay on Lakeshore back in the day. Your parents had to have money. I moved, my peoples moved on Lakeshore in 1998, 99. You had to have money to stay there. A lot of our parents put us in positions to where all we had to do was take our black asses to school, do the right thing, and make some of ourselves. We didn't want for too much. Niggas stay fresh. Our parents made sure we stayed fresh. Well, a lot of us made sure we stayed fresh. You get what I'm saying? Niggas kept girls. Niggas, it was just, we didn't have to do some of the shit that we did. We chose that path. We chose that life. And you know what I mean? And I'm just making a point of what made us cool or what made niggas cool and what made these niggas corny. Because a lot of these niggas I see that was corny, they doing their fucking thing right now. They doing their thing right now. And a lot of these bitches wish they was with those niggas. But you got to think about how they treated them back in the day. That nigga corny, he ain't getting no money. Or these was the hoes that was hopping in the cars with the older niggas and shit. You know what I mean? And wasn't fucking with the young niggas and shit. You feel what I mean? Now these hoes busted and disgusted now. Got all these fucking kids. Ain't really doing, not all of them. There's some of them that's doing okay. I ain't gonna sit here and hold you. But the majority of them, a majority of these chicks that used to do that shit back in the day, even the ones that used to look bad back in the day, they not bad no more. You know what I mean? They normal bitches. Because niggas done been out here and experienced grown shit and seen what real bad bitches look like. That was a bad bitch on a high school level. And this is the point that I'm making. These niggas was the niggas on a high school level. What about when they come to adulthood? A lot of them don't know how to process adulthood. You feel me? A lot of motherfuckers don't know how to process adulthood. Damn, windows opening and shit. I'm telling y'all, I think I got some type of motherfucking ghost over here or something, but a lot of niggas don't know how to process adulthood, man. A lot of them didn't know how to transition over to adulthood because their parents took care of them their whole motherfucking life. Their whole motherfucking life, their parents took care of them and they spoiled the shit out of them. And that's what's going on with a lot of these dudes. That's why I say I see a lot of them now who was spoiled in high school that's fucked up now later on in life. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? But, you know, let's make it cool let's make it cool to go to school. Let's make it cool to go to trade school. Let's make it cool to take your ass to class. Quit making all this bullshit that's making y'all niggas dumber, that's keeping y'all niggas stagnant. You know what I mean? Let's make that shit not cool. You know what I mean? Like, I think about the drug game now. There's no way on God's green earth that you niggas is making money off drugs now. Y'all niggas is broke. I swear, when a nigga tell me they a drug dealer, I straight up think that they a fucking broke ass nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. Nigga like, oh man, I'm out here, I'm grinding, I'm getting it. Oh, so you a broke ass nigga. That's the way I look at it. Because if you ain't moving packs right now, you ain't making no money, my guy. You out here scrambling with the bottom feeders. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't like it. the way I think versus the way that I think back then, bro, it is just like crazy because I automatically assume like you a broke nigga when you tell me that you out here hustling. If you ain't a nigga that's moving pounds, if you ain't a nigga that's doing this, like nigga, the weed man is struggling. The weed man is struggling now. That's a fact. He's struggling like a motherfucker. But you sitting here telling me this is what you want to do? You feel what I'm saying? I be telling niggas it's okay to go get you a job. I respect that a little bit more. Like, you don't know what you doing. You out here wasting time. You is. For a couple dollars? For a couple dollars, because that's what it is. That's what it equates to in my mind. A couple dollars, a lot of y'all not even, all right, if you hustling and you ain't at least making $5,000 a day, if you ain't making at least $5,000 a day, you need to stop. You need to reconsider what the fuck you doing. You mean to tell me you taking penitentiary chances for a couple $100, my nigga? That shit is stupid. That shit is dumb, my nigga. I don't care what nobody talking about. I never try to make it seem like it's cool. You feel what I mean? Unless you one of them niggas who really can't get a job, and every job you get, they want to pay you $10 and $11 an hour. Yeah, I'd rather you sit home and sell weed all day, my nigga, if you gonna make that much. But then you still got to find something. That's the biggest problem. Like, find something within yourself that you are good at doing and do it, my brother. And do it. What you say? I remember when you was younger, you hit that under cover at the gas station on the 5-6. You grew up after a while, nigga, don't got no time to keep going to jail. No, I don't. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I'm one of them niggas who blessed. I don't have a record. I don't have a felony on my record. You feel what I'm saying? I'm one of them niggas that's blessed. I ain't never told on nobody. I ain't never did no fishy shit. I'm not in no paperwork. I'm not in none of this shit. I don't have a fucking felony. And I can tell you that is the biggest blessing that I've ever had to this day, is that I don't have a felony on my record. A lot of people will look at me and think, a lot of people will see me and think that I got some type of felony on my record. I have nothing on my record. That's one thing I always emphasized back in the day. That's when I used to tell niggas, if you get in my car, don't have no fucking guns, don't have no drugs on you. I don't give a fuck who it is. Don't ride with me like that, because you want me to tell you why? And niggas can say this snitching or whatever. If I tell you, don't get in my car with anything, we get pulled over, you got some shit. I'm not going to directly tell on you, but I'm going to be like, my nigga, like, really? This what we doing after I just told you not to do this shit? And then you're not even man enough to take responsibility for your shit? You going to drag everybody else into it? We fighting at that point. We fighting at that point. Because you put me in a position to where I got to do some shit that go against what the fuck I believe in because you want some fuck shit, my nigga. You took away my choice. That's the type of shit that I be talking about right there, how niggas get caught up in shit, man. I'm not getting caught up in your bullshit. And that used to be my thing back in the day. And I didn't give a fuck how nobody felt about that. Because I learned at a young age, I will not get caught up in your bullshit or get draped off into your shit and fuck up my shit and what the fuck I got going on. You call me selfish, whatever you want to, but I'm protecting my ass. So fuck you. If you ain't worried about me the same way I'm worried about you, because I never do no shit like that to nobody. That's why when we had that conversation about snitches and all of that other shit, and I said, well, okay, what's snitching? Because we tend to call the old man that minds his fucking business at his house that's been owning that property there the whole time, watching these little niggas just in front of his house soliciting fiends and shit. He ain't got nothing to do with a drug game. He ain't got nothing to do with the fuck you going on. You in front of his property that he pay taxes on, selling drugs in front of his shit. He has every right to call the police. You can't call him a snitch. He's not involved in the shit that you in. A snitch is a nigga that choose to participate in the shit that you got going on or whatever criminal activity that y'all got going on. Y'all both get caught and then he starts telling. He knew the consequences before he got to doing that shit. So hell fucking right. This nigga's a snitch. But that old man, he ain't no snitch. That nigga that you hopped into the car with that just go to school and play basketball and you got dope and guns on you after he told you don't have that shit and y'all get caught up, he ain't no fucking snitch, my nigga. Stop doing that to these young niggas out here, bro. If you riding foul, tell a nigga you riding foul or ride by your motherfucking self. What's wrong with that? Ride by your motherfucking self. Don't call me if you know you riding like that. Don't hop in my car if you know you gonna ride like that. But see, that's another conversation that niggas need to have on another level, you feel what I'm saying? Or even when it comes down to What happened to the days to where we protected the niggas that we knew was gonna be something? We tell them niggas some shit coming. Hey man, take your ass home. You ain't got nothing to do with this. You feel what I'm saying? Oh man, you don't need to be hitting this weed, nigga. Keep hooping. You don't have that no more. And it's sad. Sad, my nigga. You don't have that shit no more, man. Niggas rather encourage some bullshit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got little niggas out here 14, 15, 16 years old, man. They doing shit that we never even imagined doing back in the day. We could talk about how hard we was and all that. These little niggas hard. These little niggas will kill something and wouldn't even think twice about it. At a young age, no conscience. That's why I say, man, y'all motherfuckers want to talk about change and y'all want to do this and y'all want to do this. And start with your babies at home, my nigga. And start with your babies at home. Real shit. You teach your kids the right way, but then it's so fucked up because you could teach your kids to be right and walk right in this day and time, and they walking amongst this bullshit. Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. But yeah, man. Hey, man. This show was for the corny cuz, man. I done went on a little bit longer than what the fuck I wanted to go on. This show was for the corny cuz. Like, for corny cuz y'all ain't corny no more. Y'all niggas the niggas. I salute y'all niggas. You feel what I'm saying? I salute all the niggas that was called corny that I see doing good, that own homes, you know what I mean, that got businesses, that's doing well in life, that you see taking these trips and these vacations. I commend you brothers. Nothing corny about y'all. It never was nothing corny about y'all. Y'all got y'all shit together. But hey, to the ladies out here though, all them niggas that y'all was playing like y'all was corny for these niggas that was doing all this other shit that y'all got all these multiple kids with, and niggas done been in and out of their life because they can't stay out of jail. You feel what I mean? These niggas can't get a job because they got felonies and they can't support you or whatever. So you out here, we talk about Pookie and Ray Ray. Y'all chose Pookie and Ray Ray back in the day. Don't be mad because you chose Pookie and Ray Ray. Same with the niggas. Don't be mad that you chose a whore. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Because what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And you know the difference between what's right and right and what's wrong is wrong. You know when a person's a good person. You know when a person's full of shit. We got to start moving a little bit better. We got to start moving a little bit better. But like I said, I ain't going to let this go on a little bit too long and shit. I just wanted to pop in, do this live, but I am going to leave us with a video before we get up out of here. But one time, though, man, I just want to say this to all the niggas that thought they was the man back in the day.
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. The fuck happened to you?
What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? You get what I'm saying? But let's get into this video that I'm about to get ready to play. That I'm gonna leave y'all out here with. We gonna do, like, I want to see a little bit of ass this morning, so we gonna go Eastside Po. You know what I mean? It's sponsored by Hennessy and Secret Death. That's the strand that my dude said it was. This shit is dope as fuck though. But let's go to this video. Let's get into it. My boy Eastside Po, Big Bankroll. We gonna play that right now, and we gonna get into this. Let's go. GMF TV, man. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. One time for a player. You know what I mean? I'm about to light up to this shit. And watch some of this ass. I thought that maybe I could bring this to y'all. Check out some of this ass on the early morning side.
Big bang roll, matter of fact, rip bang roll. Street money, all I know. Me and my bros, don't love none of these hoes. Switching up bitches like pros. Hitting that roll, coming back with that low. Couple hours later, they gone. Nigga, I trap. I don't play broke nigga roles. Sold everything but my soul. Bitch, I'm froze. VV's all on my throat. LV's all on my coat. In the courtroom and I'm smelling like dope. You'll never go to jail, you tellin' I know. Nigga, I'm a felon, you know. Nigga went straight to the pros, I ain't go to JUCO. One low come, tell him send 2 more. 2 lows come, tell him send a few more. Bitch, I'm a boss, Uncle Paul Hugo. Bitch, I'm a big old dog, Cujo. I did a big, came home to the boss. I hit your bitch to send her back home. I hit her once and told her move on. I hit her once, recorded on 2 phones. I bought another 40 years chrome. Look like the other 40 is the clone. She a little big old groupie, cologne Louis. About to make a big old movie. About to shoot a scene with a big old tootie. Let it ring out the nose, Tupac, Lil Uzi. Lean, looking like she not too gooey. My old head came home, did a 22 piece. Nigga tatted up like DL Hughley. Brag about bodies on the TL goofy. Real killers keep it on the DL goofy. I just told the plug send an email to me. You know the address, sent 3 bells to me. If you a llama nigga, throw them big L's to me. Scream RIP Terry and Shell to me. Bitch, I'm the plug, what you gon' sell to me? I can put you on, what you gon' sell for me? Get cased up, bet not tell on me. Big bang roll, matter of fact, rip bang roll. Street money, all I know. Me and my bros, don't love none of these hoes. Switching up bitches like pros. Hitting that roll, coming coming back with that low. Couple hours later, they gone. Nigga, I trap. I don't play broke nigga roles. Sold everything but my soul. Bitch, I'm froze. VV's all on my throat. LV's all on my coat. In the courtroom and I'm smelling like dope. You'll never go to jail, you tellin' I know. Nigga, I'm a felon, you know. Nigga went straight to the pros, I ain't go to JUCO. One low come, tell him send 2 more. 2 lows come, tell him send a few more. Bitch, you bold. Rat nigga sold your soul. Talking about free old bros. Bitch, you told. Nigga wasn't gone too long. Couple hours sent you home. Bitch, you wrong. Ratting ass nigga came home. Turn rap nigga wanna make songs. We too grown. Niggas ain't playing by the rules. We gon' have to get you gone. Got 2 phones, Big Pole, Luka Brasi. Head of the team, Big Pole, Luka Doncic. Block with the beam, headshot drop him. Selling dog to the fiends, don't hit it, it'll drop him. Slide through on a late night, get it poppin'. Everybody got on all black, we got it. When it come to big ass guns, we got them. Treat all my shooters like sons, I adopt them. Ho say she love hers for me, she promised. Bitch don't promise me shit but a profit. Got a little freak bitch, got her on Molly. How she freak bitch, you got low mileage. Pardon my French like Dolly. Bitch, you lying. You hit the whole click probably. Look, I don't trick on no hoe. Bitch, you try. Real pimp shit in my body. Big bang roll. Matter of fact, rip bang roll. Street money, y'all I know. Me and my bros don't love none of these hoes. Switching up bitches like clothes. Hitting that roll. Coming back with that low. Couple hours later, they gone. Nigga, I trap. I don't play broke nigga roles. Sold everything but my soul. Bitch, I'm froze. VV's all on my throat. LV's all on my coat. In the courtroom and I'm smelling like dope. You'll never go to jail, you tellin' I know. Nigga, I'm a felon, you know. Nigga went straight to the pros, I ain't go to JUCO. One low come, tell him send 2 more. 2 lows come, tell him send a few more.